Once was a time when the PlayStation Network was free, and a load of this like bullshit with the PlayStation Network was fine back then. You know, back in the days of the PS3, when PlayStation Plus was, you know, this little extra, you didn't actually have to have it. Then we get to about 2013, the PS4 comes out, and you actually have to have PlayStation Network, which means paying Sony about sort of 40 quid a year to actually play the PlayStation Network. And you would think that by paying for something you used to get for free, you would actually get a better quality service, but turns out PlayStation Network is just as shitty as it's ever been. Now, I've got the PS4. As you can see, I've got several different controllers for it. It's on right now in the background over there. I've got the PS4. I don't have the Xbox One. I plan to get it at some point. I don't have it yet, but, you know, this isn't some sort of, like, you know, Xbox fanboy rant, because that just isn't the case. My hair's a fucking mess right now, so, yeah, I've got a list of things here on my phone that I'm about to read out to you from a website called betterpsn.com. Now, I'm sure you've seen this around. There's a lot of news sites in the gaming industry reporting about this. PlayStation players are pissed off. We want better PlayStation Network, an all-round better PlayStation experience. And honestly, I completely agree with a lot of the logic here, because, you know, Sony need to get their head out of their asses and realize just because they're the industry leaders right now, you know, PlayStation 4 is selling about double what the Wii U and the Xbox One combined are selling right now. So, you know, they don't have to do jack shit, but if they want to give us the best service and remain industry leaders, they're going to have to sort this shit out, because don't forget, there's a lot of people still on last gen who are now looking to get onto current gen, and they're going to be choosing between the Xbox One and the PS4. And if Sony just sort of sit back and say, you know what, we're knocking shit out of the park right now, we don't have to do fuck all, that's going to be your downfall, because people are going to say, well, Xbox over here are offering all this sort of stuff for roughly the same price, and you're not doing fuck all about it, so I'm just going to go over to Xbox. And, you know, the sales can really just change that much. So if Sony really want to actually get on top of this, they need to do a lot of things that are on this list. I'm going to put a link in the description box below of the certain things that are on this list. So I'm going to go through the list of things I've got here on my phone and talk a little bit about it. And, you know, I'm going to ask all of you to go on social media, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, go on Tumblr, whatever social media you use. I'm going to be using Facebook and Twitter, and obviously YouTube as well, to voice my support for this. So get on social media, because it's the only way we're going to make change, because Sony they're not listening right now, so we have to make them listen. So let's go through with it. So first of all, we've got the obvious: online issues, connectivity problems, whether it takes a long time to connect or there's certain games that just don't connect at all. Some games are really laggy. I mean, I've got roughly between 40 and 50 megabytes of, you know, internet, depending on, you know, whatever it's feeling like at the time. That's not like the best internet in the world, but it's really good for carrying games. And, you know, I was trying to play Dead or Alive with a friend a few weeks ago, and we both have about the same connection, about 40-50 megabytes, and it was lagging like I was barely on the internet, you know. You know, I don't know whether it's just a problem with Dead or Alive or whether it's an actual issue with the PlayStation Network, but a lot of games have been like it takes fucking ages to connect to the PlayStation Network and playing a game online, and sometimes it really just bugs out on you for no reason. So, with this many games being affected, I doubt that it's, you know, to do with the games. The next thing on the list is a big thing for me. It's change your user ID. Now, I got my PlayStation 3. I moved on to last gen in 2010. I was quite late moving on to it, and I didn't know what to put as the ID, so I just chose anything. Settled with James Hart's Ferret. As cheesy as that sounds, it sounded good to me at the time. I really want to change it, because it's a username I use on social media now all the time, which is something I want to use for my PlayStation account. And for some reason, over the last 5 years, I have not had the opportunity to change it. Now, I know there might be some sort of issues, you know, people changing their names all the time, their friends can't find them, they end up deleting them off, or whatever, load of confusion. But even if they say, you know, once a year you'll get a chance to change it, you know, once every year you'll get the chance, I don't see the problem with that. It's like people are going to be changing their names every week. I just want to change it once, you know. This is the username I've stuck with for the last few years. It's probably going to stick for a while, the one that I want to have, and I can't seem to change it to it. This really cheesy shit name I chose 5 years ago is the one I'm stuck with. So I've got nothing to do but to just live with that, and I don't like that. I want to be able to change it. It's my PlayStation. It's my PlayStation that I paid for. I'm playing my games that I paid for on the PlayStation Plus subscription that I paid for, and I can't even play it the way I want to. So sort that out, because that's definitely a top priority for me. Here we got faster, more seamless connectivity. I've already talked about that. Invisibility while online. You know, if you're online, all your friends can see you're online. And sometimes I just get bombarded with game invites from people. And sometimes I just want to sit back and watch Netflix or the WWE Network or you know, I want to play a game just on my own or whatever, and I keep getting bombarded with these game invites. There should be a way of saying, you know, changing your status to either busy or offline or, you know, playing a game or whatever. You know, just something to tell your friends, you know, fuck off. I just want to do my own thing at the moment. So that's something that needs to be changed, because I'm sick of trying to do something, just chill out, and getting game invite after game invite after game invite, and all I want to do is just sit there and chill out for a bit. You know, we need to be able to just tell our friends to fuck off every now and then. Continuous trophy syncing as well, that's definitely something. If I've got a new game and I've been playing it for maybe 8-9 hours, if I'm lucky enough to get that much time on the PlayStation in a row, and I'm on a tear and I'm just getting trophy after trophy after trophy, and then I go into sync trophies afterwards, I have to wait maybe 5-10 minutes for it to sync up. Why can't we just have it continuously sync up underneath the game? Surely it doesn't take up that much data for the consoles to actually be doing that, you know, underneath whatever I'm doing, to just sync up every time I get a trophy. You know, trophy unlocks, it's on the console, sync it up to the PlayStation Network, and it's there, it's done. I don't have to do it then. So I don't see, you know, why I have to keep manually doing it myself. Account and region change, you know what, this one sounds a bit dodgy, but if there's a game that's only out in Japan and I want to play it, I should be able to play it, you know. I don't see why my money should be not as good as someone in Japan, or because that game's only out in Japan. I'm sorry, it's just the way I see it. You know, I should be able to play any game I want that's out. You know, if I'm paying for it, I don't see what the problem is. Be able to turn off party alerts. You know what? Every time one of my friends joins a party, it's blah blah has joined a party, and sometimes it's the same thing over and over again, because parties don't work or people accidentally leave and they join. Once I had someone literally leave and rejoin a party about 10 times. I had 10 notifications in a matter of a minute just saying this person joined a party, this person joined a party, and it was getting so stupid. Like, I don't give a shit when half my friends join a party. I only want to know if I've been invited to that party, or if I'm setting up a party and I'm inviting someone else, in which case I'm already aware of it. So if somebody else on my friends list has joined a party, unless it actually affects me, I don't want fucking a quarter of my screen taken up with this invite. It's pointless, it's stupid. If I want to turn it off, I should be able to turn it off, because I don't give a fuck. Delete trophy list regardless of completion date. You know, there's some games that I've tried and played, and some games you get a trophy just for practically turning on the game, and I can't even delete it from the list. You know, it's a game I don't like, and I've decided, nah, don't want to play the rest of this, it's kind of shit. And, you know, I've got the one trophy for turning on the game or whatever, and I can't delete it from my list, and it's just sort of there, sitting there with like one trophy, and I'm like, I don't even want that on my list. Like, why is that still there? Like, even if I've platinumed the game, I should have the ability to delete the game if I really don't want it on there. Like, I don't see the point of not allowing us to do that, because, again, like I've already mentioned, I'm paying for PlayStation Online. I should be able to actually manage my account the way I want to. So I don't see why I can't actually delete that. They've kind of introduced something with the latest update a few weeks ago where you can delete off any games that you got 0% of the trophies for. That's not really good enough, because like I said, some games, you know, you put the disc in, turn it on, and you got a trophy. Search function and better organisation of download history in the library. I mean, sometimes if you don't play a game for a couple of months, you know, it orders all the icons on the XMB in order of, you know, the last thing you played, and then sort of like in order of since you last played it. And then with a lot of games that you haven't played for a long time, it's in the library. And then if you've downloaded a lot of shit, you gotta go through a lot of stuff just to try and find the one thing you're looking for. And you should just be able to, like, you know, actually, you know, just in a better way and a lot quicker, just get to what you want to get to. And speaking of the XMB, I don't like how it automatically arranges it depending on what you last played. I want to, you know, be able to snap my icons on the XMB the way I want to. If there's a game I'm playing, you know, religiously, like at the moment it's Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Mortal Kombat X, and I permanently want them right there at the start of the XMB, I should be able to do that as part of that personalization of the XMB that I should be able to have. You know, if I want, you know, my main games on the, you know, just sort of snap there on the timeline of the XMB, I should be able to do that. Even if I've played, say, WWE 2K15 last, and I don't want it on the main timeline of the XMB, I should just be able to delete it. Just imagine it like widgets or something, you know, just snap it wherever you want. Just have your own sort of customized XMB. I should be able to do that. You know, I don't like the TV and video icon where underneath there's half the stuff in there I don't even use. You know, the only things I use in TV and film are Netflix and the WWE Network. So I don't want the rest of that on the XMB. So if I could just take those two and put them in the main timeline with the XMB, that would be fantastic. You know, my XMB would literally be Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Mortal Kombat X, GTA 5, W Network, Netflix, Spotify. That's it. If I don't want anything else in the XMB, it shouldn't be there. It's that simple, you know. I mean, if I go through now, if I go to TV and video, you know, I've got the wrong control pad in hand. Hang on. You know, Amazon Instant. I don't use it. I'm not subscribed to Amazon Instant. Why is it on my dashboard? You know, Vivo. I don't use it. TV for Sky. I don't use it. BBC iPlayer. I don't fucking use it. YouTube. I use that. There we go. Daily Motion. I don't use it. BBC News. I don't use it. You know, half this stuff I don't use, and yet it's on my XMB in the TV and video option. I should be able to just take the ones I do use, put them on the main XMB, and that's it. Get rid of the TV and film thing, put it in the library, whatever, snap it away, somewhere off screen where I can't see it, and in the XMB, just have the one, you know, the things I want, to be able to just put the things I want in the XMB on display there, on the actual main screen, in the timeline they've got, and to just have it in whatever order I want. Just put all full on customization of the XMB. That's what we want. You know, so there's automatic, you know, sort of like icons, depending on what you played last, and even shit you don't even use or don't even have, just there in the TV and video. I think we've done enough of a rant on that. Let's go back to the phone. I think I'm just going to be repeating myself if I carry on. Custom avatars, you know, I get that you can change your profile picture to your Facebook profile picture, but on the Xbox there was something about creating like a little cartoon character, and that kind of seemed like a fun idea. And, you know, like that could be part of the navigation through the XMB, like your character walks from icon to icon or something, and you know, it could be something extra that comes with games. Like say you get W2K16 and you got Bray Wyatt spider walking from XMB to icon to XMB icon, and then, you know, he fucking jumps into one of them to open it up or something. Just something small like that. Like, I don't even know if that's what this website's referring to, because a lot of this stuff just has the title, and there's not a lot of comments or detail on there. But I'm going to take a lot of these for how I read them. So this little avatar thing, I like the idea of that. It's just something fun to add to it, you know. I don't know. Pin apps I've already talked about. A refund system as well. Like, I know that, you know, when you got kids, it's your responsibility and stuff like that. Thankfully, it's never happened to me. My 2-year-old does grab the control pads at times. I've stopped her at the last second from buying something on the PlayStation Store. My brother-in-law has been less lucky. His 2-year-old once grabbed the control pad and bought FIFA 14 or FIFA 15 or whatever. He hates football just as much as I do. And he spent 40 quid on this game, and he's got no way of getting his money back. Now, in instances like that, you should be able to get your money back. You know, like, I've heard that if you pre-order, I've never pre-ordered on the PlayStation Store because I'm not going to do that. I normally go to game, or I go on a website and pre-order online, or somewhere where if I change my mind I can get my money back. But some people do pre-order on the PlayStation Store, and if you do that, apparently if you change your mind you can't get your money back. So, you know, in instances like that, when you pre-order something, you change your mind, you don't want it anymore, or like my brother-in-law did, you know, if you say you ask for your refund back in a certain period of time, stop people from buying games and asking for a refund once they completed it. You know, like give us like 12 hours or something to ask for a refund. Who can complete a game in 12 hours? If you can complete a game in 12 hours, maybe that game designer deserves to have the money taken off them with the refund. But I'm just saying, like, give us a few hours to be able to ask for our money back after we bought the game, because of instances like that, like what happened to my brother-in-law. And I know he's not the only person who's that's ever happened to. I mean, I'm lucky. I've stopped my 2-year-old from doing that at the last minute, you know. And I've never got money in my bank anyway, so not like that would have affected me. But if it did, I would want to be able to have my money back, because that is not something I would have actually gone on there to actually buy. So in instances like that, yes, people should be able to get their money back. So there should be a refund system with the PlayStation Store, but there just isn't, because it's all take with PlayStation. That's all it seems to be. Better video recording quality as well. Like, I've noticed that a lot of the videos I've been recording are in 480. That's not really good. You know, ideally I would like to be able to record in 1080p. I've got a 2 TB hard drive in my PlayStation 4. You know, a 15-minute video clip at 1080p would be brilliant. I could be able to store that on my PlayStation temporarily while I upload it to YouTube and then delete it. I haven't got a proper capture card. That's the only way I make my YouTube videos, is actually using the in-game capture card. So it's not in proper full HD, which I would like to be able to do. And I don't see why it can't record in 1080p, or at least give us an option to actually switch it from 480 to fucking 1080p or 720p or whatever. You know, to be able to change the quality around. Like, I know not everybody has a 2TB hard drive. Some people have still got the 500 gig, and with all the games that they're getting, 1080p probably is a bit too much. So they probably would be happy just leaving it at 480. So, you know, I'm not happy leaving it at 480p. You know, I've got the 2TB hard drive. I want to be able to use it. Give me the ability to actually choose to record my games in 1080p. I mean, it's a 15-minute video at 1080p. How much memory is that going to take up? Now, I'm going to record the video, upload it to YouTube, and delete it, or at least keep it on there while I record the next 15-minute video and loop them together using Share Factory. My dog's decided now's a good time to get up and start shaking. Go on, sit on the sofa. And finally, as well, send a message to your friends that is literally a video. I don't know why I can't go to one of my friends, send them a message and record a video message for them. Not even if it's only 10 seconds, 20 seconds or whatever, like 30 seconds at most, you know. Like, I don't know why I shouldn't be able to do that. I can record an audio file for him in the messages, but I can't send a video file. And while I'm on video as well, like, I know that Sony can't get the rights to Skype, like the Xbox One has, but I should be able to have some sort of video chat, you know, option. If you go into a party with someone, you can talk to them voice to voice. You know, you can use the camera or the headset, and you can talk to them and have an actual conversation. Why is there no video option? You know, just snap the little video in the corner and play a game underneath. I know this is very similar to Microsoft's, you know, idea for Skype on the Xbox One, but you know what? From the sounds of it, it bloody well works. So I don't know why Microsoft don't own the rights to video chats. Let's just put it that way. They can't use Skype itself, but they can have a Skype-like system, and I don't know why they don't have that implemented, because if I want to have a video chat with a friend while I play a game, I should be able to have that option. I don't see why I don't have that option. They're practically there anyway with the party chat. We're just one video away from actually being able to do that. I don't see why we can't have that. Just a few ideas I had anyway. Took a lot of them from this website. Again, link will be in the description down below. You know, share it on social media. You know, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever. Get Sony noticing this. Get them really just, you know, they need to understand that it worked. They could get away with half this stuff on the PS3 because we didn't have to pay for online. Now we do have to pay for online. We are paying customers, and it's not even cheap either. It's £40 a year. Like, to a lot of people that's cheap. That's not cheap for me. But you know, if they're going to force us to pay for something, they have to improve the services. They can't give us the same quality of service we had when it was free, but charge us for it, because that's called robbery. If you give someone something for free and then you charge them for it and don't raise the quality, but you only raise the price, you are a scumbag. I'm sorry, I'm just calling it the way I see it. Sony need to realize that once we are paying customers, we expect more than the way it was free. So these are some of the ideas I had. These are just basic, general desires for something I'm paying for. Drop a comment in the comment section below. What else do you think Sony should give us? Share this video on social media. Make sure they take notice. Share all the gaming articles about it. Share the website. You know, they've got a little option on the website where they've kind of got all the little suggestions in this drop-down thing, and you can actually tweet each one individually. So make sure you do that as well. Make sure Sony take notice. Share any other videos on this topic from YouTube onto social media as well, so they take notice. We can do this. Let's get Sony to change their policy. And, you know, all the stuff I mentioned on this list, I'm just going to go through it one more time. This is all basic stuff, you know. I'm just going to go through the bullet points. I'm not going to rant on everything again, because if you want to go back and hear anything I've said in detail, there's the reverse button on YouTube. But online connectivity issues all the fucking time. Being able to change your user ID, faster, more seamless connectivity, invisible while online or, you know, busy or whatever, continuous trophy syncing, account region change, turn off party alerts, delete trophy list regardless of completion, search function, better organization, download and library history, custom avatars, pin apps, refund system on PlayStation Store, better quality videos when recording, video chat, and being able to send video to your friends through messages. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think Sony should add. Are you pissed off as well that they're giving us a really shit service that they're also asking us to pay for? I'm fucking tired, so I'm going to go to bed in a minute. So this has just been a quick video to just, like, I don't know, have my little say, because I've kind of been getting pissed off recently about the lack of service on the PlayStation, and I've kind of justified it over the last, like, you know, year and a half since I got my PlayStation, saying, no, it'll probably come in a future update. This will probably come in a future update. Just a case of waiting. Well, I've waited for a year and a half now, while also paying my PlayStation subscription every month, and I'm kind of getting pissed off with it now. We've only had 2 major updates since I got the PlayStation, and it's still pretty much the same system I bought when I bought it, and I bought it in March 2014. So I don't know, just a little bit of a rant, you know. Make sure Sony take notice, like tweet and Facebook everything. Make sure you tag them in it. Make sure they take notice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.